Lots of green grass and big shady trees. Squirrels on trees. Even some train tracks. A monument. A nice little lake. And me, JP. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video venture. I'm coming to you from a secret little hidden gem. Okay, well, it won't be a secret now, but up until now it's a secret to me. This is known as Lake Elizabeth here at West Park. This was actually suggested to me by one of my viewers, so thank you for the information. I wanted to come here because, number one, it seems like a gorgeous little spot. Number two, I want to show you guys that there's places like this just minutes away from big bustling downtown cities. Pittsburgh is literally minutes away. I took the T train to Northside, and it was about a 15-minute walk here. So if you were driving, it'd be even closer. But you can actually see some of the skyscrapers from areas of the park here to show how close we are, but yet feeling worlds apart. So we're gonna walk around, check it out. Maybe we'll get a little bit of underwater footage and show you what Lake Elizabeth here at West Park looks like. So if you want to check it out too, well, you know what to do. Just come along with me. I will take the liberty and show you on Google Maps where it is in location to the downtown area, specifically my hotel. It is not far at all, but it is far enough away that you get away from the downtown area. So the lake is the centerpiece here. I wouldn't really consider it a lake so much, more like a pond, but it is officially known as Lake Elizabeth. They do have bridges that take you to the island area, and the water is not very deep. There is looks like a concrete bottom to it, so I'm pretty sure it's man-made. A little bit later, I'll probably stick the camera under, see if we get any type of footage of anything under there. Hopefully it's not too murky, but it does seem like a nice peaceful spot. There are some ducks down there I'm seeing. There's trails, and the park's actually kind of split in two. There is the train tracks, which I showed earlier, and I believe a train is coming right now. Let's see if we can maybe catch it. Oh yeah, Norfolk Southern. Perfect timing. It's like an empty coal train. So this does run right through the middle of the park. Over there on the right side are tennis courts, some more picnic tables, walking paths. The lake is on the side I'm on, obviously. But as you can tell, this is a great place to come do some rail fanning. There is a bridge over there, which I did cross to get to this side, which you can stand on top of and get a great view. Looks like there's a former bridge right here too. Type of pedestrian bridge maybe. Only the abutments are there. All right, so perfect timing. And yes, I did call that one in. I had a favor coming. No, just kidding. Walking through some high grass here. Hopefully I don't get any ticks on me, but let's check out this monument first. We are right here in front of it. We'll learn a little bit about it, and then we'll explore the rest of the park. But so far, I think we're off to a great start. Probably hard to see, but on the bottom it says Antietam, Gettysburg, Vicksburg, and Appomattox. Never heard of that one. It has the dates of 1861 to 1865. The bald eagle right there, and the spire with two cannons facing towards the lake. Try to read it, it's kind of weathered. It says erected to the, looks like memorial or memory of the 4,000 brave men of Allegheny County who fell in the great struggle to maintain the integrity of our union. The eve of God rests upon their, I'm sorry, I can't really read the rest of it there. If you guys are able to make it out, I'll pause it here for a second, but it's really, really weathered and worn. Over here, it's hit and miss. I can read certain words, so sorry I can't make it out for you guys, but I'll back up, give you a look at it here, and kind of stay in the shadow of the tower. I do hear pusher units. And there it is. I believe that was actually a DPU. Train's still going. I was told that Norfolk Southern runs through here and a local freight line, which I'll put on the screen. So they have a pretty colorful scheme to them. So maybe we'll get lucky and catch them. From what I could tell so far, there's no fish in here, at least that I could see. But as mentioned, there are definitely ducks. Oh, look who I found. It's Donald and Daisy. Where are you going? I want to do an interview with you. Come on. Oh, fine. I'll let you go. But now that I'm looking besides through the camera, it's actually a gorgeous spot right here. View-wise, I'm going to snap a few photos. Got the reflection of the clouds in the sky, the trees, the bridges. Definitely picture-worthy. This part here is the Allegheny Commons Park off-leash exercise area. And someone is utilizing that right now. Two big dogs running around. And that train's still going. I'm missing one of the biggest freight trains ever. Lake Elizabeth, no swimming, no wading, no fishing, no ice skating, no animals. So, it doesn't say you can't admire it or take pictures. That's about all you could do. I don't think I want to go swimming in here anyways. But I bet you wintertime it would look gorgeous frozen over or with a fresh snowfall. So looking around, there's a building over there, which I don't know if it's related to the park or not. I might take a walk by. Off in the distance, these walking trails do lead out to a road, which is currently closed for construction. I actually had to walk around all the construction area to get here. But it looks like normal times you would have a more direct route to come into the park. But I had a detour over the train tracks, come in through the opposite side, which is not a big deal. But at the moment, that is what you have to deal with until the construction is finished. I'm gonna take a brief walk over here, check out what this possibly could be, see what that structure is there in front of the wall, and then we'll continue our look here. Alrighty, still don't know what the building is, but we do have something in front of us here, which is unlike anything I've ever seen before. This says Maine Memorial. Maine like the state, looks like. Commemorating the destruction of the battleship Maine in Havana Harbor, Cuba, February 15th, 1898, and to the soldiers, sailors, and Marines of Allegheny County who participated in the Spanish-American War of 1898, 1899, I think it says, which followed this disaster. Erected AD 1911 by the city of Pittsburgh in the county of Allegheny in gratitude, losing here, in grateful recognition of their patriotic service. Sorry about that. It's, again, very hard to read. And it's outlined. There's, looks like eagles there, some rifles up on top. And over here it says, to the brave seamen who died on the Maine, February 15th, 1898. And this looks like a type of cannon. I'm not sure if it is. I'm thinking this is from the ship though. There's a hatch there on the back, and it's kind of built into a big wall, which could have been the side of the ship. But the front of it here is a bit different than a regular cannon. You can see all the way through it. It's almost like the type they would shoot someone out of at a circus. But this looks like a piece of the ship right here of the battleship Maine. Pretty neat. So learn a little bit of history here, and it's dedicated to the people of Allegheny County who perished. So let's see, where to go. I'm gonna need your help on this one, guys. So we could go left, which will take us on some more walking trails through the trees, through the grass. We could go right, which will take us towards the roadway, but on the other side of the lake. I think I heard someone say go left. Okay, we'll go left, check this area out, then we'll return to the lake. And I'll take a walk out to the island, and as promised, I will give you a glimpse underwater. So stay tuned for that, more to come. So I did venture left, picked up a trail here, which splits off to other trails, and it's really noisy over here. So looks like the end of the park is up here. That is the roadway. That's the construction area I mentioned. And the pathway does end at a construction fence. So I guess we're gonna retrace our steps, go the other direction, and check out the other side of the lake and that little island, which seems kind of cool. So we'll see what we find when we get over there. So we just walked right to here. Off in the distance is a playground. The park does continue a bit that way, just some more walking trails, pathways, benches, obviously the playground, but we're now here back at the lake. We do have one of two bridges that will connect us to the island, and we're going to cross over in just a moment here. But this is another nice area with shade, a couple benches. There's some ducks over there, and just a nice spot to kind of relax. There's even some water pouring into it, which gives you that acoustic sounds that many people like with flowing water. Let's make our way over now. And now that we're on the top of it here, we could get a view. Looking across, that's kind of where we were earlier. There's the monument. We walked all that direction. And my backside here is looking towards the downtown area there. Well, not really downtown, but this part of downtown. Big old shady tree right here in the corner. A little bit breezy. You do have to watch, some of the outer edges are covered in poop. A lot of geese and duck poop. There's some ducks kind of taking a nap right there. Now we're going to cross all the way over and bring us to the island. And over here you do have some more paved pathways, some grassy little knolls. And what I find a bit interesting is this brick kind of like landing. It's going in at an angle. Almost looks like it's an old like a boat launch area. I don't believe it is, but this area right here though specifically is brick going into concrete. So it makes for some pretty neat visuals. And we'll walk around the perimeter here. Got to dodge the poop, it is everywhere. So if you see all these dark spots, these little dark mounds, that is, yes, a lot of poop. Boy, I don't know what they're eating around here, but this is some big piles of it. Jeez. Here's a great shot too, with the monument, reflection in the water, as I kind of line it up right there. Picture perfect. And then we got the secondary bridge right here. which is kind of where I started my intro, right over there. Part of it anyways. So this is certainly a nice little area. Now, if you want to come here, have a picnic, if you have kids, or if you just want to get away from the inner city, this is by far a nice little spot. Not real big, so it's not overwhelming. Can't really get lost or disoriented. All the pathways do kind of lead into each other or to the roads. But the lake here is the kind of center focal point. The other side is nice, but it doesn't have the lake. They have tennis courts over there, some other walking paths, stuff like that. But this area specifically is, in my opinion, the better of the two areas. So I'm gonna just briefly walk around, see if I missed anything. I'm gonna head back over to the bridge where I have to cross over, show you the rail lines from there in case you wanted to come here and do some rail fanning. Maybe we'll catch another train too. Otherwise, yeah, if you look in the distance, there is downtown Pittsburgh. There's the steel tower and a couple other buildings. So we are that close, but yet that far, if that makes sense. All right, guys, I'll be back in a moment, and we'll be wrapping up the video shortly after that. All right, as promised, I'm going to give you guys an underwater look. So let's take a peek. Right now I'm actually standing on the overpass, the bridge of the train tracks. The tracks are actually right below me. The park is over there. That is Brighton Road. That's what I walked across. That separates the two parks. I wanted to show you though, if you do love trains, this is a fantastic viewing bridge right here. It is not heavily traveled. There's a big enough sidewalk here, and you're directly over 4 lines. And it looks like a yard in the distance. So without a doubt, you know, if you stand here on the other side, which I will give you a glimpse at, you could certainly get some good train action if you wanted to come, you know, see trains in this part of the state. I believe this is the same lines that do run by Station Square that Norfolk Southern does run on as well. So this is just another portion of it, but from a bird's eye view of sorts. Directly across from there to the right of that building is where I was standing at the edge of the bridge, showing you the rail line going in that direction. Crossed over, and this is the rail line here that divides the park. The lake's over here, tennis courts and other things over there. So like I mentioned, either way you stand on it, you'll get a great view, whether you come up here on top of the bridge or along the fence line there. But I did notice a lot of the grass is not trimmed. It's actually about 1 foot high, so you do have to watch out for ticks and snakes and other things. But I think this is where I'm going to wrap things up. I first want to thank the viewer who did mention this. I told them I was coming back to Pittsburgh yet again, and they said if you want to see some train action and check out a kind of little nature park at the same time, come to this place. So Lake Elizabeth here, even though it is a big pond, it is officially known on Google Maps as Lake Elizabeth West Park. You can look it up for yourself if you want to see the area. Like I said, it's pretty sprawled out, but not overwhelming. There's enough space here to kind of get your own little privacy if you want to, whether you want to walk around, have a picnic, take pictures, do some rail fanning, whatever it is. It has it here for you. The one downfall I will say, specifically around the lake area, the pond, lots and lots of poop. I mean, it's funny, but it's not. It's kind of disgusting. So you got to watch where you walk, especially if you have kids or dogs. You don't want them stepping in and picking it up. And you don't want to sit in it, of course. But hopefully they do clean it from time to time. That part, I would hope so anyways, because otherwise it does accumulate and get to be pretty messy. Other than that though, I think this is a nice little hidden gem here in the city. As you saw, just minutes away from downtown, you can see the skyline from here. There's a little bit of everything for everyone, and I'm glad I got to check it out and share it with you guys. Any questions or comments or things you want to share, feel free to. Comment section, you know, is for you guys. And if you want to see more nature type videos, might be a train coming. You can check the playlist of my nature videos, which does cover other parks and trails and things in the woods. There may or may not be a train coming. If so, you might have a little bit of bonus footage. If not, I'm gonna wrap it up here and say thanks so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, little guy. Don't jump on me. I mean, it'll make for good footage, but I won't be happy. I have no snacks for you, though. But thanks for being on camera. You'll be famous. I knew it. I know a train when I hear one. I'll watch it approach, and then I'll probably speed it up until the end. Give you guys a little tilted down view there. Norfolk Southern with some more empty coal cars. Oh, it's switching the tracks. They're gonna come right below the camera. Ah, smell that diesel. Oh, they're carrying steel. Big chunks of steel they're carrying. Forgot to mention too, the person who told me about this park says that Amtrak comes through here too. I think really early in the morning or really late at night, one or the other. But Amtrak does pass on these lines. So it would be neat to see, but it's just not here at the right time. And the local train that comes through, didn't catch it today, but maybe in the future. Or if you come here, be on the lookout for it. This is a long one. We got two DPUs separating the steel cars with some more freight cars. Glad I caught this one. Guys, hold your breath. Garbage. These cars are rocking. Wow. They're really swaying back and forth. They're top heavy. I know I sped it up, I'm already at 8.5 minutes. This is a really long train. All right, there's the end. There's no pushers. That's okay, that was still a mega long freight train. Recording time, 10 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. That was easily a 2-mile train, I bet. All right, if you made it to the end, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you real soon in the next video.